It's Gus Ford up the near wall. Ford, a shot. He scores! Kramer on the near side, trying to spin away from Schumacher, sends it to Keeley behind the net. Keeley going 1-on-2, tackle to the ground. Crowd wants the call, they don't get it. Out to the point, Tucker Firth finds Keplinger, a shot, they score! The third of the series for Josh Keplinger, breaks the deadlock with 8:21 to go in the third. Here's Vladislav Pavlov, played in 6 games with the Moccasins this year. Feeds a backhand to Ford, goes cross ice. Kramer a one-timer, he scores! Pavlov to Ford, cross ice, wrapping a pass to Kramer, and he ties us with 2:56 to go in the second. It's Levac at the near point. He'll send one on. Behind the net, McHugh center one, trying to find Andrioli. Kennedy held it up. Sanders collected. Centering pass, saved by Cavalieri. Rebound attempt, knocked back out. 2 big saves there from Cavalieri. Shot through traffic, save, rebound opportunity, far side. Cavalieri reaching back at the far post, and it wouldn't go. Magic wins the draw, and we're already starting. It's Joe Kennedy and Justin Portillo right at center ice to get things going here on a Friday in Winston-Salem. Portillo with a big right hand knocks Kennedy down to the ground. Kennedy back to his feet, got a few right hooks away. He goes over the top now. Portillo coming in, trying to tackle him down to the ground. Kennedy back to his feet, rips him down to the ground, and the linesmen come in. Not even 5 seconds in, and you got the 2 bruisers for both sides, setting the tone here early. Zach White for the draw. Cody Wickline wins it. We're underway in the middle 20. Carolina on the power play, trailing 1-0 here against the Columbus River Dragons in Game 3 of the Continental Division Final. Hunter Bersani in the box after a tripping call. Zach White rims it around to the far half wall. Roman Kramer sends it to the corner for Schnapp. Banks it off of the end boards. It's White. Try to get it out to the point. Ford has to go back to collect. Kramer in front of the River Dragons bench, tangled up with Doe. He just pokes it back as the River Dragons go for a change. 45 seconds gone here in the second period. Gus Ford weaving his way in. Has it on the forehand. A beautiful move. Couldn't get a shot away. Anderson threw it out in front. Baker, a shot saved by Babin. That was the look there for Dawson Baker. Some space in the high slot. Babin, though, moving to his right, able to square it up and make the save.
Yeah, it's a high-quality save. There was a ton of net there. Babin stuck on his near post after that move by Ford and carries it around. Great chance by Bakes there in the middle.
Baker had an assist last night, his first point in these playoffs. River Dragons take the draw. It's Brody Thornton who will fire it all the way down on Cavalieri. 50 seconds to go on the power play for the Thunderbirds. Alex Sorgenheim to Samaro. He'll clear it. And that chance for Baker, not much for Carolina. They're on this power play to begin the second period. Jan Salak will skate this one down below the goal line. Spins to the corner away from Slahekta. Tried to feed it out to the point. It was deflected and cleared. Yuri Pestuka at the red line snaps it in on Babin. He gloves it on the backhand and will freeze here with 18-12 remaining in the second. 12 seconds to go on the Hunter Bersani tripping call. Ford and Jemayev for the draw, and Jemayev wins it into the corner. 10 to go here on the power play for the Thunderbirds. Farmer able to keep it in. Banks one high off with the Dashers. Comes out to Farmer. Back to White. Between the legs pass finds Ford. It's Bersani out of the box. Back to 5-on-5. Farmer lift on a shot. Got deflected and just went wide. That almost worked out. Gagnon cycles this one around to the far corner. Kramer throws it off the back of the apron. Gagnon again at the near point. Fired it down to the near dot. Alquill and Bersani trying to get it out. White able to hold it in. Flips it back in into space down the near side for Kramer. Shovel behind the net. Kramer gets it back. It's Ford on the forehand out to the point. Farmer across the blue line. Gagnon looking for a deflection from White. It just missed the far post. Kirk Underwood got held up by the referee. Ford fighting against Samaro. Chipped it to himself. Sent it down low for White. Threw one off the top of the cage. Pinball's out. Gagnon, a drive went wide. Kramer quickly in on Babin. It was saved. Kramer, the rebound, sailed it high. White fires it through the crease. Kramer centered it in front, trying to get a tip from Nate Keeley. Gagnon able to keep it in. Great zone time and pressure here by Carolina. Here's White in the slide. Had it poked away. Farmer holds it in. Gagnon walking down the near boards. Jemayev went down to the ice trying to break the lane. It comes out to White, holds it in. A drive and a save by Babin with the glove as he goes down to the splits. If Babin was the traditional goalie, that might have been a goal there for Zach White, but he's got that righty glove.
Yeah, excellent save by Babin there, flashing the leather. Selling it a little bit. It's an excellent save, fighting through traffic. Tough to get eyes on that shot. Zach White delivering one. Really, really good zone time, though, for Carolina. That's just what they needed. It didn't exactly happen on the power play like we thought it might, but the next shift or two after.
Carolina's had it in the zone for the better part of 2 minutes. Keeley right off of the draw, shot it in on Babin, who made the reactionary save. Baker chops it out of the air, and it eventually comes back out to the neutral zone where Batista smacks it right back in. Nolan Slahecka's pass deflected. It came into the slot. McDonald able to recover as he fires it over to the far wall. Kyle Moore now trying to start the breakout for Columbus. Ryan Hunter couldn't settle down the pass. He chases after Joe Kennedy into the corner. Baker flips it out to the neutral zone. Shots are already 7-1. Here's a one-timer from Keeley. Whiffed on it. And it's lofted all the way down. Carolina had 8 shots in the first period. They have 7 here over the first 4:15. A pass finds Panachik. Looked for Salak in the top of the slot. Plouffe able to poke it out to the neutral zone. Salak's right back in. The near side. It's Panachik dragged the shot and it was deflected out of play into the mesh.
Finally starting to see some of that transition game for Carolina. Columbus just resorting to flipping pucks out into the neutral zone and not as much skating it out. And Carolina D doing a good job of catching and releasing and getting this puck up north and transitioning. That's Carolina's strength. They need to do more of that and attack with numbers.
Carolina settling in here in this second period, much like they did last night. Pastuch off the draw. His shot hit Storjahan square in the leg. He went down in some pain behind the net. Panachik, his pass deflected out. Pastuch across ice. Keeley to the far half wall with Peter Panachik. Sends it to the corner for Schnapp. Schnapp trying to weave his way to the top of the dots. A backhand finds Solak. Holding off Brody Thorin. Brings it out in front. Here's Solak. He scores! What an effort by the grizzled veteran Jan Solak, and he ties game 3.
What a shift from the check line there. Panachik, Schnapp, Solak all possessing this puck, dominating, using their bodies to defend Columbus. keeping them away. Salak just an absolute power move to get this puck to his forehand and elevates over Babin's blocker.
His 15th career playoff goal ties game 3 here in Winston-Salem, and Babin will freeze this one as Farmer fired it all the way in, and it sends us to immediate timeout. 14:56 to go in the second period. Jan Salak's tied game 3. This is Thunderbirds hockey.